Broadcasting live from an abandoned warehouse, it's the G&J Radio Show with your hosts Garrett, Vascil, and Josh West.
How's everybody doing today? Today we're going to be talking about pretty much just the Super Bowl. It's our last broadcast until the Super Bowl, so we really wanted to hit on some of the main storylines.
Potentially last.
Potentially last.
We'll see how this weekend goes.
But we really wanted to talk about the Super Bowl, the storylines behind it, prop bets, things like that. So, Garrett, what do you want to talk about first?
I want to know if Beyonce is going to be lip singing or if she's going to do the real thing.
Oh, she lip sing the Obama's inaugural
address? She did.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm very skeptical. You know, I think a lot of the game hinges on whether or not she sings for real or if she fakes it.
Is she going to sing Single Ladies or is she not going to sing Single Ladies?
I pray to God she sings Single Ladies.
Hey,
put your hands up.
Vegas, you can bet on it in Vegas right now.
Can you?
You can.
No way.
Yeah, you can bet curly hair, straight hair. What's she going to come out with?
Oh, man. I hope she comes out with straight hair.
I can see the curly hair like
either way.
Austin Powers when she had the curly hair going, kind of the fro.
God, I forgot about that. I totally forgot that she was in that.
Yeah, I was actually watching the other night.
She looked good in that.
Yeah, she did. She came out with that new GQ cover. I think it was GQ.
Oh, yeah.
She looked pretty good for having a baby not too long ago.
Hey, whatever. If, modern miracles of science, I guess. One could say. You could attribute that one to. We're joined here with Ryan Moore, though.
Ryan, how you doing today?
Ryan, you doing all right?
Good, boys. How are you guys?
God, it's great to have you here.
How's that drive in?
Not too bad. Not much traffic.
Not much traffic.
Good. Coming up from San Marcos.
All the way from San Marcos.
Just to see you two.
Join us for the Super Bowl
show. We're going down to San Marcos this weekend to see you, though, for your big birthday.
Yeah, it's unfortunate to come back, but
under these circumstances,
to partying with you guys this weekend.
Hey.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun.
Until then, though, we are going to talk Super Bowl.
We are. So I want to talk a little bit, one of the storylines, this could be most likely Ed Reed's last Super Bowl. I know it's not going to be his last season, he says, but it could be his last Super Bowl. And you know me, I have a lot of respect for the guy. And just the way he goes about his business, you never hear him talking. I did read an article today, though, he kind of calling out Goodell on what he's fining for and what he's not fining for. He's been fined $100,000 this year in total. And
wow.
Yeah.
It's a lot of... Where does that money go? Where does the NFL
I believe it goes
go?
To charity.
Does it?
I believe it goes to charity. I know that's how they do it in the NBA. I'm pretty sure that's how they do it for the NFL. Like Boys and Girls Club or something like that.
Well, that's not a bad thing then.
No, but, I mean... Just taking money. I know they got a lot of money, but you're taking out of their pocket for things that they shouldn't be.
You'd be pretty mad if someone took $100,000.
Yeah.
No matter how much you make.
I mean, Brady gets fined $10,000 for
trying to take a guy's knee out.
Yeah, and Frank Gore gets fined $10,500 for having no socks. Yeah. Goodell, what are you doing?
Once again,
what are you doing?
Every episode, it seems like you have to criticize the guy.
I'm telling you, I just like to rip on Goodell. Sorry, it's kind of my thing. I don't like him. I think he's doing an awful job, but...
Could you do a better job as commissioner?
I know I could do a better job as commissioner.
Would the Colts be competing for more Super Bowls if you were commissioner?
Well, I'm not going to say they won't be, but I'm not going to say that they will either, so...
All right, well, who you picking here? You still going with the Ravens? Team of Destiny?
Team of Destiny, it's something to say about it. So I'm going with the Ravens here. They got hot. I know that the 49ers are the far superior team, but look at the Patriots. They were 18-0 going into the Super Bowl versus the Giants, and Giants were the team of destiny.
Something to be said. I guess there's something to be said about the team of destiny.
Yeah, and I just really like Ed Reed, and I hope he wins one. I'm not a fan of Ray Lewis, but I'd rather Ed Reed win a Super Bowl than Ray Lewis not win a Super Bowl. So, but I wouldn't be mad either way. It's one of those games that I kind of like both teams, but
I love Kaepernick.
Yeah, he's fun. He is fun.
He's really fun.
All right, what do you think of Colin Kaepernick?
Great athlete.
Great athlete.
You think he'd fit well in the Chip Kelly offense of Philadelphia?
Of course he would.
Are you excited about that? The Chip Kelly era?
Yeah.
Who's going to play quarterback? Is it going to be Nick Foles running the pistol offense?
I don't think he'll fit in
Chip
Kelly's offense.
You think they bring Vic back?
Got Let's see.
It's the day after the Super Bowl, right?
Day after, you got 5 days to see.
Yeah.
Pay him $3 million to stick around for another season.
$3 million pocket change, right?
Well, I don't think it's stick around for another season. I think we got to pay him that, and then if he does play, we owe him another 13 or something like that.
That's a lot more money.
Yeah,
that's
so
a little bit more.
It's a little more complicated. I mean, he was guaranteed $40 million over 6 years, $100 million contract.
Holy cow.
Those guaranteed contracts.
Yep.
And he was how old when he signed that, though? He was like 31 when he signed that.
Yeah, because I mean, he didn't get out of prison until he was...
For killing dogs, not people. You don't go to jail for killing people.
There's 2 NFLers in the league right now who killed people and are playing, so...
PETA didn't get to him. PETA doesn't care about people.
Dante Stallworth and Ray Lewis, so...
I'm sure we can find some more of that kind of...
Yeah.
That's under the radar. No one knows about it.
That one Cowboys guy?
Josh Morgan? Or Josh Brent?
Josh Brent, yeah.
Josh Morgan was here for the...
And then Jay Ratliff.
Jay Ratliff, yeah.
He didn't kill anyone, but just stupid bonehead mistakes.
That's right your teammate kills someone.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to Super Bowl talk. I got to go with the 49ers. I think that they have the most balance on offense. That read option, Kaepernick runs it to perfection. I mean,
he does.
You even saw last game, he didn't have to carry the ball at all. All he did was hand the ball off to LaMichael James and Frank Gore, and I love watching LaMichael James play. Oh my gosh, he is fast. He's only 5'9", but holy cow, he can fly.
That defensive end commits to Kaepernick. He just hands it right off and
outruns everyone.
Dead. Yeah,
it's a beautiful thing.
It is.
And then you got Crabtree, who's coming along this year, 1,100 yards receiving, total breakout. He really
turned it on this year.
Total breakout.
It's about time.
And then you have Randy Moss on the other side. You know, he can get open.
Greatest receiver ever.
The best receiver of all time.
Yeah, in his words.
You know, I mean, I'm really excited. I think this is going to be a really, really good. I hope it's a really good game because if it's not, it'll be really disappointing.
I could see the Niners blowing out the Ravens. I don't think the Ravens are going to blow out the Niners, but I think the Ravens will win a close one. It depends. Flacco's got to play elite level football. He's been
playing it all playoffs. I mean,
Anquan Bolden's really stepping up. They've got to get Torrey Smith going vertically. Got to give.
Who's the tight end?
Pitta. Dan Pitta. Dennis Pitta.
He's clutch whenever.
Vernon Davis.
Yeah.
Vernon Davis. I don't understand how he's a tight end. I don't understand how he's a tight end. He runs a 4.38 or something like that. I mean,
he's a freak.
He's a freak. Yeah, he's a beast though.
Yeah.
I mean,
but he's not. He doesn't get the ball as much in the pistol Kaepernick offense. They don't key on him as much.
It's an efficient offense though, is what it is.
It is. The mobile quarterback has definitely changed from, they can run, and when they're forced to throw it, they don't make great decisions. And now we're in an era where they can run and make great decisions. You look at
there's more designed quarterback runs. I feel like there's a lot more design. They're designed to run the ball instead of whereas before Vic, there were no designed runs for him. It was okay, the line screws up, make a play with your feet. That's what the mobile quarterback was for originally. I mean, it's what it's progressed to now, where you have guys like RG3, you have guys like Cam Newton, you have guys like Russell Wilson, Kaepernick. Able to make plays.
I think Kaepernick really, really took advantage of going to Nevada and playing for the Nevada coach who...
It was the only scholarship he got,
He invented the pistol. And so, you're playing for the guy who invented the offense that you're running in the pros. So that's going to help you tremendously.
Believe it or not, that was the only scholarship from a Division I school.
He was a baseball player.
Mm-hmm. He was drafted by the Cubs.
Yeah, drafted by the Cubs. Another football player we drafted and...
Didn't pan out. Once again,
Jeff?
That's for another time. But we can talk Cubs. I could talk Cubs all day if we had the time about how terrible they're going to be forever.
Yep.
It's disappointing.
They're getting on the right track though. But let's move on from the Cubs. Let's go back to the Super Bowl here.
It's a little depressing to talk about the Cubs. We had some good energy going. And
I guess we'll hit on it a little bit. The Harbaugh brothers coaching against each other.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that storyline's kind of worn out.
Yeah.
But I think it's freaking cool.
Yeah, they're fun people there. It's a fun football family.
From the interviews, it seems like they're really neat.
Yeah, they're really down to earth, and they bring a lot of energy.
Typical brother rivalry is what it looks like too.
Yeah, so it's not as. I'm sure media would love for it to be like a heated. They hate each other, but they're not. And either one wins, they're gonna congratulate the other one and move on.
I mean, I'm excited. I can't get over how excited I am for this Super Bowl compared to the ones in the past.
So what's the game plan for the Niners? What's going to be the key for them to win?
Running the ball. I mean, if you can control the running game, you win. That's how it is in the NFL, and that's always the first thing that defensive coordinators key on is when you're given 2 weeks to prepare for a game. the first thing that always goes is the running game. And so I feel like both teams, their running games are so good with Ray Rice in the backfield for Baltimore that it's really going to come down to Kaepernick versus Flacco.
Yeah, I think...
And that's where you got to ask yourself, who would you rather have?
Plays the better game is gonna win the Super Bowl.
They both have similar weapons around them.
They do.
I mean, it really is just going to boil down to who makes fewer mistakes, and the 49ers don't make a lot of mistakes.
That's true. Flacco has not thrown an interception on a deep ball all season.
On a deep anything past 20 yards?
Yeah. Is that amazing or not? I read that today.
That's for postseason quarterbacks. Kaepernick's, I think he's averaging the most yards per attempt.
They throw the ball downfield. I think he was third this season in it. Flacco was number one.
Mm-hmm. He only played 10 games though.
Yeah.
Or 8 regular season games?
I guess that kind of goes against Kaepernick because he's only played 8 games, so he doesn't have the stats going against him. Dump off passes for the whole season, but it's going to be fun. I do think if the Kaepernick stays mistake free, I think the Niners will win. I think the key for the Ravens is
just got to keep the ball away from Ed Reed.
Yeah, I think for the Ravens to win, they're going to have to get a defensive or special team touchdown, and Flacco is going to have to get a deep ball going with Torrey Smith, and they're going to have to play flawless to win this game, and they're going to have to force Kaepernick into some tough situations.
Because I feel like the 49ers, both teams, fantastic on defense. I feel like the 49ers, though, could turn the ball over and still be okay because I'm not
I do too.
Terrified of the Baltimore Ravens offense. It's good, but it's not it's not an Atlanta Falcons offense. I mean
no, but they're capable of a big play every time. And I think
Joe Flacco is just so hard for me to
the offensive coordinator change that they had.
Oh, that's right.
Huge, firing Cam Cameron. And
I never liked him.
I didn't either. He didn't give the ball to Rice.
He was in Miami for a while, wasn't
he? Was he?
Like a coordinator at one point, and then where else did he go?
I don't know if he was.
He's bounced around a lot.
Yeah, but I think that was huge for them, and now their offense is clicking at the right time. We'll see with the 2 weeks off if they prepared for this, if they can stay hot after the 2-week layoff. But I think Ray Rice is going to be a huge factor in this game. The Baltimore Ravens are going to have to control the running game, control, in the trenches, and I think the team that can rule the trenches is going to win this game. Whoever gets the running game going, and that's going to open up deep balls and everything else. So we'll see. But if the Niners get the running game going with their running backs, and then that read option, Kaepernick tucks it, Ravens are in for a world of hurt, and they're not as fast as they used to be.
Who has the better offensive line, would you say? Because let's be real here. The teams that win games are the teams with the better line. Those big boys in the trenches make plays. They make the difference.
The Ravens' offensive line is playing a heck of a lot better. They just brought back Brian McKinney, who wasn't starting for a lot of this season, and they moved Michael Orr to right tackle, and moved Brian McKinney back to left tackle. And they're playing really well, but Joe Staley, the Niners have a good offensive line as well. It's a pretty good matchup when you look at it. But I don't know who I'm scared of more, the Smith brothers. I know they're not brothers, but the Smiths or Paul Kruger and Haloti Ngata. Yeah.
Terrell Suggs.
And I don't know who I'm scared of more because you got Patrick Willis and Navarro Bowman. Who's the other one? I can't think of his name.
I could look it up, but I'm just not going to.
But those defenses are really good. I think who's the cornerback that tore his ACL for the Ravens? Corey Webster? Is that his name?
The corner?
Yeah,
that sounds right.
Yeah. I think it'd be a different ballgame if they had him. That might hurt him a little bit, but
we'll see.
You got Ed Reed.
I know, you still have
a hard-hitting safety and Bernard Pollard.
Arguably the best safety possibly ever in Ed Reed. The guy can change.
One of the best ball hawks ever.
Incredible in open field.
Once he gets that ball in his hands, he's tough to bring down. So I think if they can get a defensive score, I think they'll win this game. I think that's the way they'll win the game.
All right, well, we'll be right back with the G&J Radio Show. Stick around.
They call me Diddy. DJ Felly Fell. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Check this out. Listen to me. Listen. It's tricky, I'm picky, baby, but I just spotted you doing your thing. G string, shoestring, point of view. Hey, let me about.